Why is The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered so important?
Oh man. Ah, that is crazy. I know. I'm edging us right now because instead of just going into it, I'm gonna give you a little story.
In 2006, I was 12 years old, and the only RPG game I can say that I had played was, I guess, Fable. Every other game outside of that was Halo, Splinter Cell, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. And then I think maybe I played Final Fantasy at one point. But I've never truly experienced like RPG before. I hadn't played Morrowind before. It was definitely not something that seemed interesting to me if I did see it. And then one day, over summer, I go to my cousin's house and I see him playing something on his PlayStation 3. I was like, what is this? What is this? This is so cool. The graphics, oh, it's so awesome. He's casting fireballs. He's going through dungeons, killing rats, zombies, demon chicks. Like, I was like, oh, dude, this is awesome. And this is where I get introduced to the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. From that point, I was like, I want to play this game. I convinced my mom to buy the game, even though it was rated M. You know, she was very strict on it, but she still got the game. Now, keep in mind, she didn't buy it. We brought it through GameFly. The other game she got was Prey. So it was Prey and Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and we never returned them to GameFly. Hilarious. Which, hopefully, that doesn't get my mom in trouble now. I don't even think, do they still exist? Anyway, and I wasn't even allowed to play Oblivion when we got it because I had gotten grounded. So I spent time watching my mom play this game, and then finally, whenever I get ungrounded, I am allowed to play, and that opened the doors for me in terms of what I appreciate in my video games. It's the first time I've ever gone through a guild and become the leader of it through the Thieves Guild, stealing an Elder Scroll. How fantastic it all seemed to be. The Dark Brotherhood quest line where you are doing elaborate kills and then suddenly there's a traitor amongst you and you have to figure out who it is. The Arcane University, this system of getting recommendations before you can get into it. And then finally, you fight this guy named Manny Marco, the King of Worms. They tell you about how bad he's supposed to be, and you stop him. And then whenever they introduce the Shivering Isles, you become a god? And I had never experienced such amazing player freedom in the process that lets you do these things. Now, keep in mind, all the quests are linear. I can't think of a single quest where you make a choice and that actually affects things, you know, in a grand scale. Not in the, you don't get different endings like you would in Fallout. That didn't matter to me. I think what mattered to me was being able to craft a hero and get so immersed in the world. I think this was probably the peak of whenever I was just reading every book that was presented to me in the Elder Scrolls, just curious about what is going on in this world, and not realizing that there's a whole unreliable narrator that goes into the Elder Scrolls. I don't even think I fully fathom what an Elder Scroll was capable of. I just knew that they were important. And this game right here affected how I looked at other games going forward. And I've always said, Oblivion is my favorite out of every game that has been made. Period. Even more so than New Vegas, even more so than any Fallout, honestly. And it has been 18 years, almost 19, 18, something like that. And I think about the games that have come out since then, and I try to think about games that had left as big of an impact on me as Oblivion. And there are not a lot. There really are not a lot. And I don't know what the magic was that was in Oblivion. Maybe it was just pure heart and doing something that was so unique at the time. And I guess that's partially the reason why whenever Skyrim happened, I was gutted to see so many of my favorite aspects of Oblivion completely stripped from it. The same way I'm sure people who have played Morrowind were gutted that Oblivion kind of streamlined the Morrowind process. There was this point where Bethesda was making games to embrace the fantasy. Oblivion is a fantasy gamer's game. And now the remaster's out. And with it, a whole bunch of people who have never been able to play Oblivion or just kind of get interested in it because of the graphics being as outdated as they were, or people who thought it just wasn't for them, but they did like Skyrim, they now have this chance to play it. And many people are about to experience what I found some of the most impactful moments in gaming history, just in one game alone.
You. I've seen you.
Hell yeah, you have.
Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Joffrey, he alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
No, sir. Hey! Whoa! Damn!
It was a bad day to take up with the calls of the Sentinels.
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced archer. Am I right?
What the what? Yeah, that gotta be a bug.
Obviously, this is me speaking from a point of passion and opinion. Obviously, if you don't like the remaster or whatever, hey, that's your prerogative. At least in my insight and my time, many people are about to experience closing a gate for the first time, or witnessing the final boss, a quote-unquote boss, appear in Cyrodiil, experiencing the Shivering Isles, that door. Without getting into spoilers, just in case someone's watching this and hasn't played through it, the moment you walk through the door, one of the most memorable DLC experiences happens, period. Butterflies. If you didn't understand what I was talking about, butterflies. People are going to experience one of the best guild story arcs with the Dark Brotherhood. Hey, are you nice? Ooh, going based off your voice, no?
Yeah, I don't care who you are. I ain't talking to you. You ain't from around here, so push off.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you.
You too.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. He made this easy for us.
What's going on?
Shit, run. He got more health than I realized. Oh, he's strong as shit. Uh-oh.
Help! Murder!
Shut up. Don't you run! You can't leave. You're not allowed to leave. Shit, that got a little messy. Yeah, come on. There you go. There you go. Put your head right there. Take this leg. Gotta get the gooch in there, bro. Come on. There it is. Yes. You gotta look like you want it. Otherwise, they're not gonna believe it. There you go. Yes, sir. Good day.
How goes it? Is there a problem, citizen?
Hell yeah, dude. We just got away with murder. Let me go get my guy. Hey, let's sleep 3 hours.
You sleep rather
Oh,
sound
damn!
for a murderer. That's good. You'll need a clear conscience for what I'm about to propose.
And I think that is so awesome. Now, the remaster has also brought a lot of changes, good and in some places that I'm just like, I'm kind of like, why? Why would you change this? It kind of puts me off of it just a little bit. In terms of changes, obviously the graphics. Graphics are very, very well done. It's a very beautiful game. Characters still look weird, which is great. Character creation is still crazy. How y'all do that and are completely okay with your character looking like lunatics? That's awesome. I'm not going to do that. I cannot stand it. Obviously, the animation's very pretty. There's extra detail put into some of these dungeons, some of the world spaces as well. And in the process, they still kept the layout and the overall experience the same. You can even go into the testing room where Todd Howard has his voice lines in. It's interesting.
COC. Todd. What was it? Ready? Check this shit out. Do y'all want to see Todd Howard 16 times the detail?
Yes?
What? That really pisses me off.
Todd Howard,
Oh
man.
no, what do we do? I'm so scared. Fabulous. That's great. Good for you. What next, friend? I'm
Sad.
sorry. I didn't know. When?
Surprise.
I didn't know that. How can this be?
Todd Howard, guys.
If you're curious, console commands COC Todd test, and go have fun with that. Another addition that they've made, just different race origins as well. They slightly change your stats and can affect how you want to build your character. I think that's cool. That's good for playability. Nothing wrong with that. They've added new voice actors and they've kept old voice lines in. People were very happy that they kept the mess up, the whole, wait, let me do that one again line. I'm with them on that.
Good day. I heard that thieves broke into the Arcane University, the Imperial Legion compound, and the temple all on the same night. Wait a minute, let me do that one again. I heard that thieves broke into the Arcane University, the Imperial Legion compound, and the temple all on the same night. Bye.
I'm curious why they changed the Cliff Racer guy, the Alki in Shadenhall. What's up with that? There's one guy I need to talk to right now.
Hi there.
I know you sipping, my boy.
Flying in the sky. Cliff Racer flies so high.
Wow. I think this is the first time I've been absolutely disappointed with this remaster. Holy brother. Because listen, the adoring fan used to do this guy's voice. Flying, Cliff Racer. You know what? No.
Flying in the sky. Cliff Racer flies so high. Flying.
Spare a coin.
Dude, I gotta get away from that. As he sings, I can feel myself getting more depressed. Holy crap. Why would they change that? I don't know. That pissed me off. The leveling. That's awesome. Virtues actually having like a 10-point system where every time you level up, it doesn't matter what you leveled, you can put points into it. Awesome. I think that streamlines the process, makes leveling less of a task, because in the original Oblivion, you really had to... Oh my god, my whole computer went black. It's like storming out there. Okay. In the original Oblivion, you had to plan out what skills you were going to level, which meant that if you weren't careful, you totally botch. Them changing that with Virtues is a great deal. Paintbrushes have physics now. I haven't checked to see, or I've tried to see if the Goblin Wars actually work now. I haven't really had a chance. So if anyone knows, leave a comment. We still have the jank. The jank is still there. And it's incredible. They understood that some of the core that made Oblivion so great was the unpredictability of it all. The randomness of an NPC having low morals, having to steal from someone to eat, and then getting cut down by guards, like just randomly, and people are seeing dead bodies just on the ground. It's cool. It's the world is moving without you. they kept that core element intact. And I'm sure it doesn't help that it's coated in a huge paint of nostalgia, because honestly, without Oblivion, Naiwal does not exist outright. Not Ian. Ian will be here, but Naiwal, this channel, this concept, high likelihood this would not be what it is right now. Maybe a more GTA focused channel, if anything. So if you've wondered what my opinion is on the remaster, if I think you should get it if you haven't played it before, or if you are an old time Oblivion fan and are still hesitant, I would encourage you to play it. However you decide to do that, whether it's through Game Pass or buying it on Steam, PlayStation, whatever. Take your time with it. If it's your first time, really explore. Don't worry about rushing through the main quest. I know it tells you to go find Father Joffrey, but as soon as you leave the prison, just take a left, all right, or a right. Go anywhere else but that little red dot. Because my son, who is 12 years old, last year I made him play the original Oblivion during the summer, and now he's in there playing the remaster. So excited for the remaster. He's having a blast. I think it's awesome. Man. So I think if you're someone who can appreciate jank with heart in it, you'll appreciate this game. Anyways, I want to make this video just to kind of give my thoughts on it in case anyone was wondering. I'm curious what your thoughts are. If you've played the original Oblivion, are you liking this one, or do you miss the original? If you've never played Oblivion, what do you think about this? How does it compare to Skyrim or any other recent game that you've played? What elements do you like from this game that you wish would be kept going forward with more Elder Scrolls titles? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and remember, be kind to someone. Next time you see someone that you don't really compliment a lot, give them a compliment. Tell them, hey, it's great to see you. Have you played Oblivion? I think it could improve your life. And until the next video, y'all take care.